For everyone just tuning in, if you're here for trivia, you're in the right place. That's coming up in 10 minutes for 500 bucks. Shabza, I'm coming to you. I'll take a look. Speaking of trivia, I guess it's time already. It's crazy. The time is flying when I'm having fun. So let's give away a trivia answer. We're gonna give away question 8 tonight. I'm gonna put that one up. I wanna see how all of you do, and then I will reveal the correct answer. So let's see, what's question 8 tonight? Okay, all of the following are true of the stripe worn by the French Navy, except it was introduced in 1858. Its name means mariner. It represented Napoleon's victories. So 2 of these are true, 1 of these statements is not. The stripe that's worn by the French Navy, which of these 2 things are true? And then select the one that's not true. Do we know? Right now, it is a pretty even split between 2 of these items. So we've got about half of you saying it represented Napoleon's victories, and about half of you saying its name means mariner. Not so many people choosing it was introduced in 1858. And okay, now it's a little bit more of an even split. All right, well, overwhelmingly so, but just by a little bit. 42% of you are correct. Its name does not mean mariner. So that is your correct. Its name means mariner is the correct answer, in that it's not true of the stripe worn by the French Navy, because Breton actually comes from the French region, Brittany. That's actually where it gets its name from. The other 2 things are true. The number of stripes represent Napoleon's victories, and it was introduced in 1858. So you have your answer. It's middle option. It's the fact it does not actually mean mariner. So for those of you that got here a little early, you're welcome. You're that much closer to winning trivia tonight, which is already only 9 minutes away. Go figure. All right, should we show you the other way that you actually money here on display? You don't have to win trivia. You know, that's pretty hard. But let's say you just wanted to post regularly here on display. You could actually earn money just by posting. You don't really have to do anything except for post your original content and get engaged on this app. So let's show off some people who are doing a great job as to posting their original content. Hello everybody, welcome to an all new round of display trivia coming to you live from New York City, baby. I'm your host, Sarah Previs. Today I have some good news and I have some bad news. What do you want to do first? Okay, I'm gonna start off with the good news. It's Pi Day! Pi Day, yay! Okay, the bad news, it's the boring kind. Pi as in 3.14. Yeah, I know. It's not the crispy dessert filled with fruit. It's just the math one. Not the one that you can top with vanilla ice cream and serve a la mode. No, it's the kind that you use to find the diameter of a circle. Yeah, no, not the type of pie that comes in all those kinds of awesome flavors like strawberry and blueberry and apple and pecan and chocolate and even cheesecake. All those, yeah, no, not those though. It's the kind that if you memorized enough digits of it in middle school, you got a cool eraser. Whoop-de-freaking do, am I right? But today we celebrate all the math nerds out there. Yay! Thank you guys. Thank you for making the iPhone and sending people to space and figuring out how to genetically modify fruit. Yeah, bigger, plumper apples mean, you guessed it, nice, juicy pie. And even though it's boring Pi Day, I still want you all to go home with a slice. So here are some rules. You'll have 10 seconds to answer each of the following 10 questions. They're gonna get harder as we go, but if you get one wrong, you can keep playing along for fun. Make sure you're connected to Wi-Fi and that you're holding your phone vertically, and make sure that you choose your answers very carefully, because once you tap, there's no going back. Now, just as a way to warm up those fingers, let's do a special math-themed Pi Day poll. Tell me, would you rather divide and conquer, put 2 and 2 together, be fruitful, and multiply? I got chills, they're multiplying, and I'm losing control, 'cause the power you're supplying. Ooh, Displays, it's electrifying. I mean, I couldn't resist, right? I can't resist that. But 36% of you said divide and conquer, so let's do it. I think we've had enough grease and math humor for the day. It's time for a nearly mathless round of display trivia. Question 1. The animal that meows might have which of the following? A furry tail, gills, scales. The animal that meows might have which of the following? A furry tail, gills, scales. You know what they say, if it quacks like a duck, it must be a duck. Unless, of course, it's a parrot that spent a lot of time with ducks. You cannot trust parrots. They'll say anything to get what they want. In fact, there's still a parrot out there who owes me $600. It's not a mistake I'll be making anytime soon. Now, another animal you gotta watch out for is cats. 1 minute, cute and cuddly. The next minute, out for blood. Don't let the timid meows and fuzzy tails fool you. Yeah, they know exactly what they're doing. Furry tail is it. 94% of you got that. Question 2. The song Manic Monday by the Bangles was released in what decade? 1960s, 1980s, 2000s. The song Manic Monday by the Bangles was released in what decade? 1960s, 1980s, 2000s. I think it's time for me to finally come out as what I really am, a Monday apologist. Look, it's just not fair, the flack that Monday's gotten over the years. Between the Bangles and all that damage done by Garfield, I mean, that is a lot for Mondays to bounce back from. Which is why I came up with a few ways to rebrand Monday. So let me know if any of these stand out for you, okay? Makeover Monday, Movie Montage Monday, Magic Mike Monday, Macaroni and Cheese Monday. Really? None of these? Oh, okay. I guess back to the drawing board. The song was released in the 80s, and we've been complaining about Mondays ever since. Yay, Monday! Ooh, yay, Monday. 91%. That's a yay. Question 3. As he's known professionally, what is the correct spelling of actor Efron's first name? Z-A-C-H, Z-A-C, Z-A-K. As he's known professionally, what is the correct spelling of actor Efron's first name? Z-A-C-H, Z-A-C, Z-A-K. Which spelling is correct? Ooh, we have a spelling bee happening right here on Display Trivia. Notice I haven't said the full name yet, right? I'm not entirely sure if saying the full name violates my restraining order. Look, it's a long story. Only in that I followed Zach on foot behind his limo for many, many, many miles. But listen, Mr. Efron and I are on good terms as long as I do not come within 500 feet of him or any members of his team. Stars really are just like us, though. You know, they get mad when you cross boundaries. Z-A-C is the correct spelling, which I may or may not know from all the legal documentation I have been served. 87% of you got it. Question 4. Which of the following is not considered a type of heat transfer? Convection, conduction, precipitation. Which of the following is not considered a type of heat transfer? Convection, conduction, precipitation. All these terms make me feel like I'm right back in middle school science class. The teacher's passing out tests and oh no, I didn't study. Also, what? I'm in my underwear? This isn't middle school science. This is a nightmare. Quick, run! No! Why when I run does the hallway get longer? And now my legs are spaghetti noodles? Sarah, you have got to quit staying up late Googling your symptoms on WebMD. That's why you keep falling asleep at work. Okay, I guess it's last resort time. Well, where am I? What did I miss? Oh, I'm back in time just to read the right answer? Whew, okay. Precipitation is part of the water cycle, not a form of heat transfer, which I totally, definitely remembered, yes. 94% of you got that. Question 5. The host of VH1's Drag Race claims what city is the place where he got to start in live club performance? San Diego, New York, Atlanta. The host of VH1's Drag Race claims what city is the place where he got his start in live club performance? San Diego, New York, Atlanta. Nightclubs can be kind of fun, but why do they call them that? It's not like you have to be a member to get in. And honestly, clubs, very middle school boy energy. Look, just because your treehouse sign says no girls allowed does not mean I have to listen. Also, you spelled allowed wrong. And also, I'm rubber, you're glue. Whatever bounces off of me sticks to you. Whatever reason they're called clubs, you know, maybe to make it seem more exclusive, I don't know. RuPaul first came out first came onto the drag club scene in Atlanta, Georgia, after growing up in San Diego and later moving to New York to become a fixture of the scene there. Atlanta's your answer, babes. 77% got it. Question 6. All of the following words refer to the same item except sham, continental quilt, duvet. All of the following words refer to the same item except sham, continental quilt, and duvet. Everything on this list falls under the category of bed stuff. Bed stuff, right? That much I know. But what I also know is that whenever you go over to a fancy person's house, they always just refer to their various sheets and things as linens, right? It's always like the linen closet this and the linen closet that. It's like basically anything you could need made of fabric is there. Somehow towels end up in the linen closet, extra blankets, always the linen closet, which I think is rich people's way of saying they don't know how to use any of this fancy stuff either. A continental quilt and a duvet are one and the same. But a sham is a fancy word for a pillowcase. 83% of you got that. Question 7. Vomitoria would have served what purpose in ancient Rome? Exits from amphitheaters, rooms for purging, hospital wings. Vomitoria would have served what purpose in ancient Rome? Exits from amphitheaters, rooms for purging, hospital wings. And just so we're clear, vomitoria is the plural of vomitorium. In Latin, if something ends in a um, you make it plural by changing it to an a. Okay, Romans, who is coming up with these grammar rules? Look, your language is the only thing you didn't steal from the Greeks, and it shows. Democracy, you nailed it. Winemaking, perfect. Don't change a thing. Taking all their gods and renaming them, honestly, that's pretty brilliant. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. But making something plural by changing um or us to an a, did an oracle tell you to do that? It shows. The word vomitorium is often mistaken as a room used for purging at Roman feasts, but its actual meaning is a place where people are evacuated, i.e. vomited out of a large gathering. 81% of you got that. Question 8. All of the following are true of the stripe worn by the French Navy, except it was introduced in 1858. Its name means mariner. It represented Napoleon's victories. All of the following are true of the stripe worn by the French Navy, except it was introduced in 1858. Its name means mariner. It represented Napoleon's victories. Okay, I'll say it because I know everyone else is thinking it. The sexiest branch of the military is always the Navy. I mean, I don't know how and I don't know why, but there's just something about seamen. Is it the whole boat thing? I'm not going to lie. Boats are pretty sexy. Any guy who takes me out on a boat already has a leg up on the competition. The only unsexy boats are the Staten Island Ferry and shipping barges. Please note, I did not include swan boats in that list. Swan boats, sexier than you would think. The stripe worn by the French Navy is a Breton, named for Brittany in northern France, and it was introduced in 1858. And the number of stripes on it represent Napoleon's wins. That is true. 89% of you got it. We gave that in the pre-show, so maybe you got it there. Question 9. The Tyrannosaurus rex existed most closely in time to which of the following options? Stegosaurus, Ichthyostega, iPhone. The Tyrannosaurus rex existed most closely in time to which of the following options? Stegosaurus, Ichthyostega, iPhone. This question kind of makes my head hurt. I can't think too much about gigantic periods of time without my head just starting to spin. I mean, the fact that the Earth is 4 billion years old doesn't sit well with me. Why, if she's been around so long, did we only just get here? Kind of feels like she's been hiding something. Also, the fact that we're already being kicked out can't say great things about us. We're definitely that party making too much noise in the middle of the restaurant. But what's crazy about this question is that more time exists between a Stegosaurus and a T-Rex than a T-Rex and an iPhone. Yeah, it's just too much. Just shut it down. 74% of you were not fooled. You got that one. And friends, it's time for the final question. Question 10. In the nonverbal communication system of flag semaphore, which of the following words can you spell without lowering your arms beneath shoulder height? Jury, twist, mope. In the nonverbal communication system of flag semaphore, which of the following words can you spell without lowering your arms beneath shoulder height? jury, twist, mope. That's a mouthful. Now, in case you haven't heard of flag semaphore, it's just a fancy way of saying choreography. It's basically a color guard that knows how to ask for help. Yes, it's a universal system of spelling out different words using flags and various arm positions. You probably know it from the Beatles' Help album cover, which was supposed to be flag semaphore, but ended up being random poses that looked more aesthetically pleasing. I mean, I agree, you know, when it comes to communication, make sure it's pretty. If you're gonna fire me, at least do me the courtesy of filling out the form in bubble letters. J-U-R-Y are all letters that can be performed at shoulder height or above. I'm not sure why you'd need to tell someone about a jury from a distance at sea or in the mountains, but you know, should you find yourself in that position, don't say Sarah didn't tell you so. Well, how'd we do? 75% of you got that last one. I'm impressed. That is a random piece of knowledge to have filed away in your brain, particularly on a Monday. How'd you do, friends? You came, you slayed, you displayed your knowledge, and you are gonna get paid if you want. I mean, or you can get paid to post. If you're posting on display, you also get paid. Do we know that? If you need some tips about that, or that is just a foreign language to you, tune into my show tomorrow night, 7:30 p.m. Eastern, 30 minutes before we start trivia to get all the tips. 238 winners tonight. That means you took home probably a pretty penny, but I am not one of those math nerds that can do all the math in my head, but I'm guessing what? That's like $2. It's a little more than $2. Really, semaphore. You gotta know semaphore in order to win trivia tonight, baby. Sometimes it's random and sometimes it's not. Oh, so close. Pretty tricky today. That's right, Abai 98. That's correct. No way, Capper 7. I love to hear things like that. Manic Monday actually came on the radio during that quiz. That's so cool. Gary Michael, 9 out of 10. The T-Rex question did you in. What else? Tim Dozer got a 7 out of 10. Ren Dizzle, yes, there was a time change here. Did you miss it? Oh no! That's okay. Come back tomorrow. We do it every single weeknight. There's always another game. And apparently this one was really hard. You missed most of it. It's okay. You learned some random knowledge, right? That's good. New Jericho Man got a 9 out of 10. Hugsy got a 6 out of 10. And always fun. That makes me happy. I have fun too. I love learning new stuff and giving away money. It's fun. Oh, shoot. Vic 22, 9 out of 10. Bravo. I love that. We did not change the time for trivia, Len 36. We have daylight saving here. And so, unfortunately, we turned our clocks ahead. We'll post a reminder tomorrow, but trivia will be the same time as it was tonight. So whatever time that is for you, make sure you're tuning in then, and I'll see you tomorrow on display.